Guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. This isn't Johnny's lawyer from the most recent case that he had with AH, but a lawyer that apparently he worked with or was involved in the law team that did the case for Johnny. A lawyer ditches her husband, and of course she has two kids, and walks away from her marriage to be with Johnny Depp. Now, she's not super attractive. She's not super unattractive. She's, I think, 20 years younger than Johnny at this point. But maybe he said, you know what, I've had enough of the crazy ones, the crazy hot ones, like the crazy hot Matrix. I keep going for the crazy and hot ones, and maybe I'll just settle with someone that's very intelligent, interesting, outgoing, and a little bit more average looking. So maybe Johnny's decided to settle down a little bit. Before I read the story, make sure to, to use the links down below or the pinned comment. We're doing the contest to win $250,000 from Jeremy's Razors, which is the Daily Wire crew, to put together a men's retreat. And right now we're in first place. I don't know how far we are, but there's a couple of other channels down here that look to be maybe content creators, so they may be creeping up on us. So use the links below. Either get a sub to Daily Wire or order a razor pack, get us some points so we can come in first place and make this men's retreat. It's been a dream of mine for years, and having Daily Wire pay for it instead of out of my own pocket would be amazing. Johnny Depp, lady love, Joelle Rich's friends shocked she left her husband for the actor. And this is literally just a couple of days ago. And they say Johnny Depp's new flame, Joelle Rich, has her friends in shock following rumors she has separated from her husband to date the actor. It seems now a few days later these aren't rumors, but they've actually kind of come true. A pal of the UK-based lawyer who represented the Pirates of the Caribbean star during his UK libel trial against The Sun in 2018 told Daily Mail that the duo is poles apart, meaning they're completely different. He, popular actor, millionaire, and she, probably average intelligent lawyer maybe. But the company represented him in UK. I don't think she did directly. Maybe she did. I don't know. But anyway, they say she is lovely, super clever, beautiful, nice, and really sensible, which is why everyone is so shocked by the latest claims, the friend told the outlet. Her and Johnny Depp are poles apart in everything in terms of age and background. She's married to a very successful, handsome husband and has two great kids. Well, not anymore. What I think is interesting about this is that obviously Johnny has a very rocky life, and especially with the legal problems and everything else, but he's a popular actor. He has tons of money. He's been seen, he hobnobs with the elite and very popular people, and he has social validation in that he can date very attractive women. And so here you've got a woman that is super clever, beautiful, nice, really sensible, who's now basically getting divorced and walking away from her current marriage, and I'm sure she'll take the kids with her. But the guy was very successful, handsome husband, but she still left for the bad boy, granted, millionaire popular bad boy, Johnny Depp. So it's quite a shock. It's an extraordinary move from someone like Joelle, a highly accomplished, sensible Northern London lawyer, to do something like this. Hypergamy and the butterflies and the feels and the chasing the bad boy and the tingles overcome sensibility. They overcome rationale. They overcome reasoning for a lot of women, and they can't help it. And they just throw in the towel to go make it happen. And again, here's another exact example of this happening. Rich has reportedly left her husband, Jonathan Rich. It's funny, his name is Rich. Not anymore. She's going to take half. What's her first name? Joelle. I'm going to just say Joelle has reportedly left her husband, Jonathan Rich, a director for the Blue Box Corporate Finance Group, to be with Depp. She was also present in courtroom during Depp's U.S. libel trial against Amber Heard. So maybe if she was here in the U.S., even though the UK's trial was over, and she was to support him despite not being part of his legal team. So she was over here in the U.S., not part of his trial team, but she was in the U.S. in the courtroom while he was on the stand. So she bounced over here to maybe make something happen with him. Maybe something was already going on. And yeah, I think that's all they have, because they have a bunch of stupid other articles and photos here. So she came over and was sniffing around long before the trial with AH was already over. And again, this shows you, this guy here, he had money. He was, I don't know, part of the Blue Box corporate finance group. He was very successful, because somebody said he was very successful, handsome, one of her friends said. So here's a good look at, and he still loses. He still loses with a chance encounter with Johnny Depp. Now, you can say, well, not all women are bouncing into Johnny Depp, but what happens if a girl or a woman meets somebody that maybe is more popular or bad boy or attractive or more money? There's just no loyalty anymore in relationships. And how do you know this? Here's another great example. Mackenzie Scott, which is Jeff Bezos' wife, after leaving him and collecting billions with a B on the way out the door, she's already filing for divorce from her second husband. Scott filed a petition for divorce on Wednesday. They say here, billionaire philanthropist, Mackenzie Scott. Isn't that nice to call her a philanthropist? Let's be truth of it. A billionaire now, after divorcing a billionaire man and taking a lot of his money, Mackenzie Scott has filed for divorce from her second husband after less than 2 years of marriage. Scott, one of the world's richest people, married Seattle-based science teacher Dan Jewett last year after divorcing Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. So she, being one of the world's richest people based on a divorce of a very rich man, went and decided to date a teacher, and that didn't last, even though she's got money. Now, why would that be? Scott filed a petition for divorce, blah, blah, blah. They said the 2021 couple had announced their marital union without much fanfare. They met messaging on their webpage for the Giving Pledge, a philanthropic organization which encourages the world's richest people to give away a majority of their wealth to charitable causes. I guess maybe she looked at him as a charitable cause, and it didn't work out so well. She says, I'm married to one of the most generous and kind people I know, and joining her in a commitment to pass on an enormous financial wealth to serve others, the guy wrote in his message on Giving Pledge, I look forward to the growth and learning I have ahead as part of this undertaking with Mackenzie. Oopsie, that didn't last very long, did it? Let's go with this one. But his message seemed to have disappeared from the Giving Pledge site, and his name was recently edited out of the Medium post Miss Scott had written last year about their gifts. And then she deleted him also from the Amazon bio on the online retailer. So she decided to get with a guy and after marry him. And of course, he didn't lose. You know what would be great? Wouldn't it be great if she had to give half of her billions to him? That would be awesome. But it didn't happen. And there's a shock. Why didn't it happen? Well, maybe they weren't married long enough, or maybe she had good enough lawyers or something or other. Who knows? But had it been the reverse, we've seen billionaire guys marry nothing women, and these women are leaving with cash and prizes after a few years. I wonder why the opposite didn't happen. It kind of makes you wonder.